Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to Fourth and Blurrr, where we are your hosts, Orlando, Jay, James, and Swint. We got a good one for y'all today, but before we get started, I need y'all to do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave us a comment down below and let us know where you from. We are here in South Florida and, of course, Georgia. Basically, we down south. But if you guys are from up north, let us know. We still got love for y'all. Got one missing tonight. Jimmy missing in action. We still love you, brother. But shout out to the people's champ, Swint. Say what's up to the people, man. You guys ready to get started?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing, everybody, man? I hope y'all having a blessed weekend, blessed day. My bad, but I'm just excited to get the show started, baby. And, people's champ, baby, I'm here.
All right, we got the people's champ. Y'all heard the king is here, man. Okay, guys. CU gets blown out by Oregon. I mean, they got their backs blown out. I'm just gonna be honest, man. It was 42-6. It was horrible, man.
Balls.
Hey, shout out to the people's champ. But look, we'll get started with you, Swin, since you the champ, man. So tell us about that game, man. What was your thoughts? What happened, bro?
Bro, I was at the bookie, bro, and I didn't get a chance to really watch it, so I got a chance to watch it maybe like Monday. Oh, man. Lord have mercy, bro. I'm talking about when I've turned on the film. Hey, man, I don't know what them boy game plan was, but Dan Atlanta was hot. I don't know what Dion did to Dan Atlanta, but
yeah, he was on 10.
Lord have mercy, bro. His corners came to play. His safeties came to play. His linebackers came to play. His D-line came to play. I felt like he gave the Dion speech to his team, bro. Cause them boy came to play, bro.
Hey, look,
bro.
Why you saying that?
All phases of the game, bro.
Look, why you saying this really quick? I just want to read out. I want to read out a quick stat really quick. So, look, Shedeur Sanders was 23 for 33 for 159 yards and 1 touchdown. That basically puts him at a QBR of 28.2. I thought he was better than Caleb Williams.
Did you see him in the? Did you see him in the pocket?
What pocket?
If you watched that game and you saw him in the pocket, it was a pocket. He just supposed to been ran out the pocket. Like, he sat in the pocket and kept trusting the O-line who ain't cut. They ain't never do nothing for him. Like, you got to get out of that, my boy. Bro, they had to sack him at least 10 times. I ain't even see the sack line,
sacks.
but I felt like I seen him get sacked 10 times, bro.
7 sacks.
It felt like 10, bro. I promise.
Jay, talk to us, man.
It felt like 10.
Talk to us, Jay. 7 sacks,
in my years of watching college football, I think in the third quarter they had like 30 yards of offense. In the midway to the end of the third, that's disgusting, man. I mean,
yeah,
Oregon just made those guys look bad, bro. Like, it's what we knew Oregon. I mean, what we knew Colorado was. It's why I personally didn't think they should have gotten so much fanfare that they received. I do think they did do a great job by winning those first few games, but the attention that was placed on that team was something that's usually placed on a top 10 team in the country like Oregon, which is why they felt disrespected. You know what I'm saying? So they came into that game with a huge target on their back. You should never have a target that big on your back when you don't have the talent on your roster like Colorado. Right. And they playing a dangerous game, walking around, high and mighty. Like I said, they putting that big target on their back without the talent to back it up. So you're going to get caught in games like this, So, I mean, again, like I said, I looking at the stats, Bo Nix outgained Colorado the whole game. Right. Even at the end of the game, that was just bad. And he was just taking everything they gave him. It wasn't like Bo Nix was out there diamond passes in tight spaces. He was just like, you're going to give me this 4-yard route? Cool. I'm gonna take this little screen. Right. We'll go upfield. They start playing mind games with the safeties. So it was a crazy game, man.
Make a play.
I felt bad for some of those kids, but it's a lesson learned, right? Like, hey, if you're gonna walk the walk, you gotta talk the talk. So
walk the walk, you gotta talk the talk. So
it's just it is what it is.
It is what it is. The biggest thing is, if we had to take one takeaway, they did turn over Bo Nix. They did get an interception. Jaquez, who actually hadn't started all season, did intercept Bo Nix in that game for his first interception of the year. But to Swint's point about Shedeur Sanders, I will say this, Shedeur holds the ball sometime too long. So everybody's really jumping on the O-line. I watched a little bit of their games. sometimes he holds on to that ball too long. And I'm not saying his O-line is perfect, but he does not throw the ball away, and he does not get out of that pocket to get out of trouble. I've seen him scramble and lose yards. This game they would have had over 70 yards rushing, but because of all his sacks and running backwards, negative 34 yards, only 30-something yards rushing that game. So, it's something to be said on both sides. Go ahead, Swint.
No, I just want to say, too, when you was just talking about that interception, bro, he really threw a poor ball that throw, bro. Like, that one interception, it wasn't even supposed to be an interception because the guy was wide open behind him. So
that's true, because the safety was on the other side.
That was just bad. I think, like the trench play.
Right? The safety was on the other side, and he was coming over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he was at the top. He was at the top. He wasn't nowhere he could even helped out on that play. But it just, I don't know, bro. They just did whatever they wanted. And Bo Nix, he didn't have no pressure, bro. Like, it looked so different how Bo Nix sat in the pocket, how Shedeur sat in the pocket. Like, I'm talking about Bo sat in the pocket, bro, and he sat up there and watched routes, like, accumulate, bro. Like, them things just like, don't worry about it. You gonna sit in that zone? Don't worry about it. He gonna find a spot. That boy was dark.
Yeah, he was definitely accurate.
Yeah, you brought up a big point. You brought up a big point when you said Shedeur hold the ball too long. That's something I noticed as well. He do hold the ball entirely too long. He hold the ball like he got one of the best O-lines in the country, which is crazy knowing that he don't. But yeah, like it's either it's there or it's not, right? Like that's that jump from FCS to FBS that we kind of spoke on earlier in the season, saying, hey, if you're gonna play with the big boys, that holding the ball stuff that you're doing, man, that's not gonna work, man. You have to get rid of that ball.
All right, Clemson versus FSU. What were the keys to victory for FSU? Shout out to Norvell. I actually like Norvell as a coach. He seems like he actually cares about his players and he says the right things, and it's not just about him. So, Jay, I'll give it to you first, man. Talk to us about your team.
Yeah, man. I mean, the keys to victory in that game was, like Norvell said in the conference, just resiliency, right? They fought back at every turn. Clemson threw a lot of haymakers. Clemson played the best game they played all year. I told people going into that game that Clemson wasn't as bad as people thought they were. It was like a big overreaction in the rankings when they dropped them out when they lost to Duke. The problem was people wasn't really prepared for Duke, right? We thought it was the same old Duke of past, but in reality, Clemson came out and balled, man. They still got NFL players on that D-line. Those linebackers are crazy fast, crazy athletic, big. They were sticking receivers that were in slot, stride for stride. You know what I mean? They got some young talent at the receivers. Running backs were veterans. The quarterback, of course, was a sophomore. He made a mistake or two in the game that showed up. But they played lights out, right? They knew that coming into this game that Florida State was the top team trying to take their top spot up on the conference. So they came out with a different drive, a different fight, and they battled, right? It was, to me personally, it was a great game. It wasn't bad football being played. It was two good teams battling it out, right? It wasn't sloppy at all. Everybody executed to the best of their abilities. You can tell Jordan Travis was hurt by his shoulder. His deep balls weren't accurate at all, which is, we know, ironic because that's one of his favorite throws is the deep ball. He's pretty accurate with that, but with the shoulder injury, he doesn't look the same. And again, with the rushing, Florida State had like 30 yards rushing at the end of the game. That can't happen. But that rushing attack is built off of Jordan Travis' legs. So when the defense know he can't run, that O-line ain't built to just block and open up holes. They built off of Jordan Travis' legs. So I mean, like I said, they fought hard. The defense buckled up in the second half. That's something they have to get cleaned up. That defensive coordinator, he has to stop it he takes too long to make the adjustments. I feel that can come and bite them in the long run. He did the same thing at LSU, right? LSU ran up the yards in the first half. Second half, they couldn't do anything. He constantly does. Boston College, they jumped on him and then they went on like a 31-10 run or something like that. He constantly makes great adjustments in the second half, but he's going to have to figure out how to get those guys to come in the game prepared that way, even when teams, scheme up something for your defense. But other than that, I thought it was a great game, man.
That's what's up. Swain, talk to me, baby. What's up? FSU versus Clemson.
I don't know, bro. JJ's so funny, bro. Like, my dog usually, like, just starts talking a lot about his team. He didn't speak as much the whole week, bro. Like, I spoke for him. You know, you would have thought Florida State was my team. I had these in the bookie mad me. Them boy like, bro, you like Florida State or Florida? Like, bro, I like good football, bro. That's what I like, bro. Don't ask me what I like, bro. You feel me? Like, I know what I seen. I've been looking at Florida State. They been looking good, bro. They got a player that literally sits up here and waves at the corner. Like, when he got a duck, he sits here and waves at the corner, bro. Like, and they throw him the ball, bro. Like, I didn't even know, and they was on my ticket, how my team won. I just found out today. Florida State threw a bomb in the overtime to the man, bro. Like, what? That's how you want it. Hey, bro. Florida State, boy, I like them people, bro. Mike Norvell, he doing his thing, bro. I told JJ.
But did you catch the kicker? They got a kicker off the street, right? The guy, he played kicker for Clemson last year. They freshman kicker been struggling all season. Come to find out,
hey,
bro.
Hey, talk about Jay. They were talking about this dude the whole game. The whole game, bro. I didn't even know what they were talking about. They were like, yeah, he was like, yeah, you know,
he was an insurance agent.
Playing this stuff. They
right?
showed his family. They showed the family.
Yeah.
They showed the family when he did.
Hey, wait. First of all, A Sweat, did you say the commentator said A Sweat? Because I felt like you just
no.
I felt like you said it was like A Sweat, and I'm like, wait, you was in the booth.
No, bro. I think I said his name.
Okay. I don't even know his name,
I
bro.
forgot whatever his last name was, but they were talking about the kick, like they were literally telling us, like, yeah, bro, Clemson kicker, like this dude. Then he made one, so now the family outside and stuff, bro. When he missed it.
Hey, the boy say it's gonna be a Hollywood ending. He missed it. The writers are on strike. The boy, hey, that was hilarious, man. They clowned him, man. That was funny, man. Yeah, that was a good game, though.
I agree with you guys, man. I think FSU, man, they got a great coach, man. They had a great game plan. I love the way that they make adjustments at halftime. They did it this week. They did it last week. They make adjustments, man. They make adjustments, and it's proven that staff, man, they understand personnel. They understand what they got. They know their strengths, and they know how to make adjustments based on the strengths of their team, and it's a beautiful thing to see. All right, everybody, we have.
I do want to add enough, bro. And they went on the road and did it. Like
81-1 was the record in the last 83 games. 81-1.
Like they went on the road and
that was
did
crazy.
That, man,
that was
man.
tough.
Like that's different. Like that's what people got to pay attention to.
That's
like
tough.
That's what championship teams do, bro. Not saying they're a championship team yet, but they played championship. They played ACC conference championship ball last Saturday, bro. Like that was a good slough. That was a good welterweight. I mean, my bad heavyweight fight, bro. That was a good one. I liked that one, bro.
Yeah, I think that was great, man. I agree with you 100%. All right, everybody, we have the lightning rounds where we pick topics, where we go over topics. We have 30 seconds to give our best take on those topics. You guys ready to get started? So up first, we have, is Duke for real? JJ, you have the floor.
So I spoke on it earlier. Is Duke for real? I mean, first of all, we gotta see what your definition of for real means, right? If you talk,
are they competitive?
Top 5 playoff bound?
Are they competitive?
Right,
can they go into a top 10 or top, let's say, I don't know, maybe top 15, top 20, and actually win and actually be competitive?
They can win a top 5 game, right? Like they have the ability. If you don't bring your A game and you sleep around with Duke, you can lose, which is what happened with Clemson. You know, Clemson came in, slept around Duke, took advantage of every opportunity because Clemson outgained Duke in that game. You know, the reason Clemson lost, if I'm not mistaken, they had 4 turnovers in the red zone. So that you can't win doing stuff like that. But Duke, let me give you an introduction to Duke just in case you guys aren't familiar with them. They do have a Heisman candidate quarterback. He will be drafted in one of the first 2 rounds. Riley Leonard. Think of his athleticism more like Trevor Lawrence. He was a basketball player, so he's very athletic. He got the long strides, but he's strong up top. So their O-line isn't that strong. You get back there, but you can't bring him down. And once he got the pocket, he kind of play with your DBs. That's what. Then they got some receivers. Man, I had to look up their receivers because when I see them play, I think they were from Florida. I'm like, man, who these boys is moving like that? You know what I'm saying? I think it was number 5 number 5 or something like that. Calhoun was his name. I looked him up, but they all from Carolina. That guy's he's a dog. He can play on almost any team I've seen so far play this season. Then they got good running backs. They pound the ball. And then you look at their head coach, who's a defensive-minded guy. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with Texas A&M. You go back a couple years, you realize they had some dogs on their defense. They sucked a lot of people to the league. He was the defensive coordinator at Texas A&M, so he loves his defense. And he brought that same mentality over to Duke, which is why when you look at their schedule, I don't think anybody's even scored 20 points on Duke this season.
No, they low.
Somebody scores 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Duke is tough, and the funny thing is, they will challenge Florida State because of their quarterback. Florida State struggles with athletic quarterbacks, so that's going to be a matchup to watch for. But yes, Duke is for real, meaning top 15, top 20 team in the country, and if they play their cards right, they definitely could finish in the top 10.
They have Florida this week, right? Is that right?
No, Duke don't play Florida. They play They on a bye week, but they play Notre Dame coming out of that. No, I'm not on a bye week. They play Notre Dame this weekend. Notre Dame.
Okay.
Yeah, they play Notre Dame.
All right, Swint, is Miami for real, or are we dealing with like a facade? What's going on with Miami, man? Talk to us.
Oh man, the Gator. I'm a Gator fan, but my second favorite team is Miami Hurricane, bro. I might shock a lot of people when they see this show. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't like their fans. That's really what it is, bro. I love the university, the players, but it's their fans. I don't like the fans, bro. But just get back to your question. They're a better team than last year. They look very better than last year. Very better than last year. Does that mean that they're ready? I don't know. I think I'm going to wait till the UNC game to let me find out if they're really serious. Like, that's what I want to see. When they go on the road and got to go against another team that might be a top 20 team, you know, with good coaching and stuff like that. So right now, I'm going to say I'm loving what I see from baby. They beating teams like they supposed to, the teams that ain't really like that. And they come, they run line in you right now, you know what I'm saying? Then they beat Texas A&M. I gotta give them that, bro, because they lost to them last year, and they didn't score that many points. This year they came in and dropped, I think, 40-something points on them boys, bro. Hey, okay. Looking good, bro. They maybe.
All right, let's move on. Notre Dame, they couldn't hold on against. Who they play against? Ohio, right? Ohio State. So Notre Dame couldn't hold on against Ohio State. JJ, what happened? I heard they only had like 10 guys on the field, 2 plays in a row. That's insane, bro.
Yeah, but that game I watched that game from beginning to end. It had a real old school football feel to it. Nobody ran tempo. Both teams took their time. It was ground and pound. It was hand off on first, hand off on second, throw on third. Very predictable type game. And the crazy part is Notre Dame was moving the ball, man. They run game was very effective. I think they all 4 of their backs touched the ball in the first half, which is impressive. But they couldn't score. They would get down to the red zone, and then Hartman would have to try to use his arms to pass the ball, and he kept making bad throws on third down, which is why I don't like that type of offense, right? You run on first and second, then you got to be perfect on third. And that's what was happening. It was third and like 4 multiple times and on their side of the 50. And they still kept folding. So, like, it was weird watching that game. But my biggest concern coming out that game was more of Ohio State. They don't really look that impressive. Defensively, they do look pretty good. But offensively, man, he got studs. Everybody can. If you ask anybody in the college football space who has the best receivers in the country, everybody's going to unanimously say Ohio State. But you can't tell. You can't tell. The quarterback it's like they bringing them on along slow and handing it off. It just looks bad. But yeah, to your point, at the end of the game, they did have 10 people on the field for the last 2 plays. But having 10 isn't good. But it's even worse when the person that you're missing is a defensive lineman and they're on the 2 yard.
Supposed to be right there on that. I was like, man,
that makes it worse when you literally missing one of the dudes on the line. And it was funny because one of their players was signaling like, yo, we need one. But I think they were trying to tell him to stop. And I think Ohio State people in the booth like counting, like, hold on, they got 10. Because they were trying to throw it. And then they're like, wait, man, they got 10. Right? And they ran to the exact hole that the person was missing from. Just laid in the end zone. It was too easy, man. So, but it was a good game. Like I said, if you don't like old school football, don't tune in to none of their games this season. None. Because it's slow. You gonna get about 40 plays in that game, man.
Yeah, I personally enjoyed that game. I thought it was really good. I watched it. Even my wife stayed up and watched it with me, you know. But Swint, how good is Florida, man? Like, they seem like they onto something. But I need to hear from the Florida guru, man. What's up? The people's champ.
Oh man. Right now, what I can tell you, bro, is the defense look like it's back. Like that gritty, that little. I don't know what the defensive coordinator got going on. They say he's the youngest guy in our defensive right now. He's one of the young upcoming stars. He got our defense number 5 right now in the nation, baby. Like, so I'm buying it. It looks way better. Looks way better, bro. Our defense looks way better. But are we back yet? I can't tell you yet until we play some more games. We never really used the Tennessee game as a evaluator, you know what I'm saying? But because they was good last year, a lot of people was doing that. I want to do that right now after I saw what Tennessee was bringing. So now this Kentucky game, dude. I watched Kentucky, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man.
Kentucky is nice.
Looking good. I think they still undefeated, right?
Yeah, they look nice, baby.
Yeah, they look. And they also have Florida number nice recently. I think they won 2 in a row, 3 of the last 5 or something like that. Yeah, them boys.
So, and I ain't gonna lie, they've been the real Tennessee to me. Like, they've been a team that I use as the evaluator for the past 3 seasons, bro. Because it's like when they come to play, even if they come to our field, they come play hard, bro. Like they come hit us in our mouth. So this gonna be the game. They're gonna show us something. I just want to see where my offense at. Last game that we just had, we didn't cover the spread because my coach wanted to use all the young kids, get them out there, you know, see if they can, you know, just get them some experience, because you never know, they might have to come into a game and play. So yeah, bro, like in other words, that's all right now that I see with them boys, like just still growing.
All right, so who we picking this week, fellas? I'll start it off. USC at Colorado. I'm definitely going USC to win this. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of team I'm getting with Colorado. I don't know if the mental resolve of the team is gone. Have they checked out? Are they still believing in the system? I honestly don't think they're bought in, to be honest with you, given all the media stuff that's going on and some of the things Prime is saying. So I'm gonna go with USC to win this game, and I'm gonna go them to win this game like 45 to like maybe 20 something. I'm gonna go USC.
I hope I get to go, because I actually want to fight you on that. Believe it or not, I think this will be the one game Colorado can win against a top team in the country. Why? USC don't play no defense.
They don't
now,
play defense
USC might be able to, they can light up Colorado, but I think it's going to be a shootout. And I think that plays into the hand of how Colorado like to play football. It's, if you recall on the last show when we spoke about the Oregon game, we did say Dan Lannon is a defensive-minded head coach. That's going to play a factor into this game. You're not getting in no shootout with Dan Lannon. He don't want to be in no shootout. He want to stop you. Lincoln Riley don't care. I don't even think they practice tackling drills. Like, honestly. So I'm a actually take Colorado in this game for the upset. Now, people don't put no money on that, but I'm gonna take Colorado in the upset only because of USC defense. I don't like it at all.
But have you met Colorado's defense?
I actually like Colorado defense better than I like USC defense. Believe it or not. Like how I watch Colorado play defense, to me is much better than what I saw at USC. Colorado don't just be out there missing tackles. Like Colorado get pushed around. Colorado get pushed around.
I say the only sure tackle on that team is Jujuan Mitchell, middle linebacker, and I would say maybe Shallow. Shallow does tackle.
Ain't no maybe.
Shallow will tackle. I'll give him that. He can't cover himself with a blanket, but he can tackle. I'll give him that.
I noticed what I've seen out of Colorado is a lot of guys who usually in position. I mean, if they do miss a tackle, I mean, I don't really see them miss tackles, if you want me to be honest. I don't see it as much as you may have seen it, but then again, you follow Colorado more than me, so I'm gonna actually take your advice on that. But I do follow USC, and I see people dive to the dirt. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. They got a middle linebacker that's 6'6" and 200 pounds. I don't know what they doing. I'm taking Colorado, dog. It looked crazy out there at USC, man.
Swant, who you got?
This week, I didn't really get a chance to look, but if Utah playing, bro. Oh, Lord Jesus. I like whoever Utah playing, bro. They just keep winning. And they don't have a quarterback,
that's
bro.
gonna be a good one this
I
week.
don't know how they keep
They're
winning.
playing Oregon
They're
State
still winning, bro.
this week. Oregon State is 19.
I'm going to take Utah in that one.
Yeah, Oregon. Utah, I feel like Utah.
I think Oregon State lost last week to Washington State or something like that. And I don't know. That Washington State team too, they showing me a little something too. But I'm gonna go with Utah, bro, because Utah just keep doing it, bro. I don't know what's going on over there, bro. Real. But hey, man, I'm with them, bro. I'm going ahead and roll with the trend, baby.
All right, so I got USC. JJ takes Colorado. You have Utah. It's gonna be a hell of a week. Thank y'all so much for listening in. Make sure you like the video, comment down below, subscribe, share it with all your family and friends. And look, if we can get to 500 subscribers, we'll talk about maybe going live. If we can get to 500 subs. Right now we're at 99. We need one more so we can make it 100. Let's make it 100 this week. And let's get all the way up to 500 subs so we can start doing these shows live and we don't have to edit no more.
Hey, can I jump in real quick? I just want to tell everybody that did jump in and subscribe and like, I appreciate you guys, bro. Like, even the people that just liked whatever you did, we appreciate all that, bro. Like, we take it all, you know what I'm saying? Just for even using us and just looking up to us. We appreciate y'all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, guys.
Hey, that don't mean he winning People's Champ again.
You see
all right, y'all. We out of here.